Welcome to Live from the Library on YouTube. My name is Alejandra, and I am a member, of the STEAM team. So welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the ocean, as you saw on the title card. And there's a lot of fun stuff to talk about the ocean. But before we get started, we are going to start with our STEAM song. So, I'm going to get my felt board here. And we do this song for every one of our programs to kind of talk about what the STEAM team is and a way for everyone to remember. So STEAM actually stands for a lot of different words. So the first letter I have here is an S. So the S for STEAM stands for science. Then we have a letter T. This stands for technology. So if you are watching this program, you are using technology. Then we have an E, which stands for engineering, which of course is a lot of things, but it's designing and creating everything in the world, honestly. Like buildings, cars, computers, there's engineers for everything. All right, my next one is A. A stands for art and STEAM, which is fun. You can do art in a million different ways. You can paint, you can color, you can draw, you can dance, you can sing, you can play an instrument. All right, and my last one is M. So the M in STEAM stands for math. So today, this program started at 10 a.m. So 10 is a number, math. All right, so we are going to start with our song. And the first part is we say what each letter stands for. It's to the tune of bingo, and then we clap to each letter. So it goes like this. With science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M. Let's go explore our world. So that is our STEAM song. Let's do it one more time now that we know how to do it. And then we'll get started with our program. With science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M. Let's go explore our world. Okay, so yes, today we are going to talk about the S in STEAM. We're going to talk about the ocean. And before we get started with some fun books and some songs, I'm going to talk to you about the zones of the ocean. The ocean is humongous. We actually don't know everything about the ocean because the water goes so deep that our instruments, our machines, they can't get that far because there's so much pressure. So what I'm going to tell you is kind of what we know so far. So we have these different zones of the ocean. So there's the sunlight zone, the twilight zone, the midnight zone, the abyss, and the trenches. Right, so the sunlight zone is kind of the main zone that we see all our fun animals that we love from the ocean. And it is the zone that gets the most sunlight, hence the name, where plants can grow. So this is where you'll see the seaweed, the anemones, stuff like that. Then we have the twilight zone. So it's the second layer where some sunlight goes in, but not enough for plants to grow. So then we get kind of deeper animals. We got jellyfish, some whales, and some bioluminescent octopuses. Octopi. Then it goes into the midnight zone, which is even darker. And no light shines through, and the only light that comes through is the light that's made by animals. So we have kind of an anglerfish, except this one's long, so I think it might be a different kind. And then we got some creepy little fish, but this is the other anglerfish. So you see it has a little light at the top. This one too has a little light at the top. And the abyss, which is pitch black. The pitch black bottom layer of the ocean where the water is so cold it's almost freezing. So barely any creatures live here, but you get some really cool ones and they all light up. They're all bioluminescent because again, it's very dark in this one. But there's actually pretty cool animals. And then the trenches, the very bottom, is the deepest part of the ocean. Only very few animals are here, invertebrates, and We haven't actually discovered a bunch of the ocean as of now. There's so much that we don't know that could be down there, but it's very cool to see everything that might be there, or terrified, depending on how you look at it. But okay, so we are going to start with our first book, which is called Bree. So this book was written and illustrated by Scott Magoon, and I am reading this book with permission from Simon & Schuster. So thank you, Simon & Schuster. I'm going to take the cover off here. See all the whales? We're going to follow an adventure of a whale. Breathe, little whale. Everyone take a deep breath. Play all day. And swim and swim and swim. Little whale's playing with all his friends. Then breathe. And dive down, down deep. So he goes all the way from the top, all the way down. What layer do you think we're in? I see some plants, so I think we're still probably in the sunlight zone. Ooh. Explore. Now we get even darker. Make new friends. Swim. Swim some more. Now she's in another part of the ocean. We got some ice here. Listen to the sea. She's singing. All the other animals are singing. Listen to the sea sing. But of course, breathe. But fear not. Uh-oh. Find another way up. Ooh, they tricked the bear. The bear's not happy about that. The polar bear. Where are they? They're somewhere very cold. So that's the polar bear. Swim! Swim more with your friends. Most of all, love and be loved. Dream big and sleep deep tonight. How beautiful those pictures are. But don't forget to breathe. Ready? Be. All right, thank you again, Simon & Schuster, for letting us read that story. And I think we might do a song before we go on to our next book. So I have little sea animals here. Can anyone tell me what animal this one is? We have a shark. So I'm gonna put the shark right here. Then, what about this one? Sea turtle. We have a crab with his little leg. Like Sebastian from Little Mermaid. Four little legs. And then finally, we have a whale, just like the book. That was a beluga whale. This is just a blue whale. Definitely different. But they both need to go back up to the surface after a while to breathe. All right, so I got 4 animals here. And we are going to sing an Old MacDonald song. Old MacDonald had an ocean. So I have my E-I-E-I-O's. So we got E, I, E, I, and O. So we're going to do each animal. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let me make sure I have my paper. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in this ocean he had a shark, E-I-E-I-O. With a chomp chomp here and a chomp chomp there. Here a chomp, there a chomp, everywhere a chomp chomp. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. All right, how about our sea turtle? What does our sea turtle do? What should he do? How about swim? Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in this ocean he had a turtle, E-I-E-I-O. With a swim, swim here and a swim, swim there. Here a swim, there a swim, everywhere swim, swim. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. All right, how about the crab? What does the crab do? What should we call this? Pinch? Pinch, 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 pinch. Okay. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in this ocean he had a crab, E-I-E-I-O. With a pinch, pinch here and a pinch, pinch there. Here a pinch, there a pinch, everywhere pinch, pinch. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. All right, how about the whale? What should the whale do? I see, sploosh, sploosh. We could put, because he's spitting up water. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. And in this ocean he had a whale, E-I-E-I-O. With a sploosh, sploosh here and a sploosh, sploosh there. Here a sploosh, there a sploosh, everywhere sploosh, sploosh. Old MacDonald had an ocean, E-I-E-I-O. All right, those are all the animals I have, but what other animals could be in the ocean? There's a lot. So actually, we're going to do a little activity before I read my next book. And we're going to see if we can separate the animals to different environments. So the ocean is one of the environments. We have the ocean, we have the water, the sea. Then you have the Arctic. So here's my little thing here. You have the Arctic where polar bears, like where the beluga whale saw that polar bear, they're probably in the Arctic. We have a rainforest, and we have a desert. Kind of the four main environments, which are habitats. So habitats are where animals live. All right, so we are going to separate them. So let's see. We should at least be able to do the ocean one, but I have different animals. So let's try it out. All right, so very first one, we have a cactus. So does the cactus go in the ocean? Does it go in the Arctic? Might be too cold for it there. Might be too wet for it in the ocean. The rainforest might also be too wet. So probably the desert. We're going to put them in the desert. Okay. How about, oh, we just talked about it. Polar bear. Where does the polar bear go? It goes in the Arctic. It needs to be cold. Okay, how about frog? And this isn't an ordinary frog. This is a poisonous frog. You can tell by the colors and the blue dots on its back. So frogs are amphibious, which means they live both on sea and land. So the best place that kind of combines both of those is the rainforest. It's wet enough, but also land. Okay, how about, ooh, what's this? We have a snake. You can kind of tell by its colors where it would go because it likes to camouflage. Would it camouflage in the Arctic? No. And if you know anything about reptiles, you know that they need warm, warm weather. So we're going to put them in the desert. How about, how about this? Some plants, interesting plants. There's some coral. Those are in the ocean. Oh, we all know about Nemo. He's a clownfish. Where does Nemo go? Does he go in the desert? Does he go in the rainforest? No. He's in the water. Okay, how about our friend Sebastian here? We already did our song. So Old MacDonald had a crab. Where? In the ocean. Ooh, how about this one? Does anyone know what this is? It likes to move very, very slow. This is a sloth. You can tell by the tree exactly where it's going to go. Right here in the rainforest. All right, I'm going to do one more. Let's see, because we got a good amount here. Let's give our polar bear friend another friend. This is an elk. You can see he has a lot of fur. Keep him warm. It's perfect in the Arctic. So there are our 4 habitats and some animals separated. But of course, we're talking about the ocean today. So we have our buddy Nemo, our clownfish, some coral, and our little crab. All right. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to read our last book for today. It is called Ocean Babies. This was written by Deborah Lee Rose, and it was illustrated by Hiro Nakata. And I'm reading this with permission from Penguin Random House. So thank you, Penguin Random House. And it's also associated with National Geographic, so you know it's going to be beautiful. The Ocean Babies. Big as a bus and smaller than seeds, billions of babies are born to the ocean. One by one and in huge bunches. They wriggle and spurt from their mother's body, so this one, or their fathers. I don't know if you know this, but male seahorses, the daddies, actually give birth to the babies. Some are born live, like you were. Even more hatch from eggs. Ocean babies can look exactly like their parents or completely different. As soon as they're born, some already know how to swim. Others need to learn. Alone or together, ocean babies travel far to find food. Or wait for the food to find them. Some change homes like you change clothes. The crab likes to find a different home, different shell each time. Others spend their whole lives in one familiar place. No matter where they live, what color, shape, or size, one day ocean babies grow up just like you will. Then, big as a bus and smaller than seeds, billions of new babies are born to the ocean and life begins again. The end. So we saw a bunch of different animals. So let's see, let's go back to the first one. What's this one? What is this animal that you see? It's huge. It's a blue whale. So we have a blue whale. It's in the ocean. Let's see about some other ones. We won't go through the whole thing, but we have some little fishies. A seal. We have a seal. An otter. A walrus. There's so many amazing animals in the ocean. And they're so colorful and beautiful. I wish we knew more because it really is amazing. But thank you again, Penguin Random House, for letting us read this book. All right, so our final activity for the ocean is I'm going to show you some stuff, some specimens that come from where? What have we been talking about today? The ocean. All right, so first, this one is still in its packaging because it is very, very fragile. But what do we have here? It's a starfish. We have a real starfish. So here's a picture. This one's dried up, as you can see, so it's tiny. But usually they're big and they move around. And most of the sea stars have 5 arms, but some can have up to 50. And if it loses an arm, it will grow right back. That's how cool sea stars are. All right, how about this? Does anyone know what this is? It's not paper. It's not a balled up piece of scratch paper. It is a sea sponge. So you might see these. Maybe you guys use these sponges at home, but this is an all natural sponge found in the ocean. It's alive and it can be pretty big. So here is a sea sponge. Let's see. They can be soft and mushy or rough and prickly, and it doesn't have a mouth or a stomach, but it moves water in and out of its body, so it takes whatever in the water to eat. It's pretty cool that this is alive and we can't even tell. No eyes, no mouth, nothing like that we would think normally. But plants are alive, right? So a sea sponge is a type of plant. All right, how about, ooh, this one's pretty cool. So this is a jaw, a mandible of a stingray. If you don't know what a stingray looks like, I have a picture right here. This is a stingray. And this is its jaw. Stingrays are pretty cool. It looks like it's flying when it's in the water because it flies like this with the tips of its fins over here. So here we go, here we go. They have a long thin tail that looks like a whip, and some are small where they could even fit on like a little dinner plate that you have. But some can grow as big as a car. So we never know. But here is its bone. Right, and the last one I have is one that you might all be familiar with. Ta-da! What is this? A shark tooth. We have a shark tooth. If you go to the beach anywhere on vacation, they will probably have shark tooths that you can buy. But we have a shark, great white shark. So this is a great white shark tooth. And what's so great and why you can buy these all the time is because sharks lose their teeth constantly and they grow back. They have like 3 rows of teeth and they're just losing them, growing back, losing them, growing back all the time. Not like us. We lose our baby teeth, then we get our adult teeth, and that's it. But shark teeth, all the time. But yes, so this is the last thing here. So thank you so much for joining me and the STEAM team for another program. I hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to finish off with our last song. So let's see, what did we do today? We talked about the ocean today, so we talked. We sang some songs, and we're going to sing another one, so talk, sing. We read some books, read. We spelled out a word, STEAM, so we wrote together, and play. We separated, we did our habitats. Ooh, I dropped them. We did our habitats, we did our animal demonstrations. So all 5 of those things are getting you ready to be an amazing, amazing reader. And you do it every day without even noticing. So this song just kind of points it out to help you remember. So it goes like this. It's also to the tune of bingo, and we just clap along to each part. Here we go. Talk, sing, read, write, play. Talk, sing, read, write, play. Talk, sing, read, write, play. Grows a reader every day. All right, thank you guys so much for coming. We have reduced how often we do our live from the library on YouTube. So the STEAM team will be doing their programs every 3rd week, but still at 10 a.m. and still on Tuesdays. So please come back, check out all of our other virtual programs. If you go to shypublib.org, the STEAM team presents a lot of other different programs you can join in on. So thank you again. It was great to see everybody, and be safe. Bye.